everyone, this is Derek from the only sports podcast in Garden City, D&D Sports Chat. You're listening to Garden City Community Chat with your hosts, Carrie Parton, Mike Jones, and Doppler Tom with the weather. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, Garden City and all our surrounding neighbors. Hey, this is episode number 632. Wow, Mike, they're adding up already, eh?
Yes, they are.
Hey, it's the Garden City Community Chat Show. It's Thursday, August 24th, 2023. We're so happy you could be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. It's good to be back after Music in the Park, the very last one, eh?
Yep.
We dodged
the weather.
Yep, the weather cooperated, and it was a good time had by all. And the band, American Ages, was awesome. And if you missed them this year, they'll be back next year, I'm pretty sure. So tune in for that. I am your host, Carrie. Also joining me tonight are my co-hosts. Dr. Tom isn't in there yet, so we're going to have to wait and see where he's at. Also, former Garden City Councilman. Oh, there's Dr. Tom. Hey, there he is. You set your alarm clock?
Got a lot going on tonight.
It's been busy, eh?
Nothing never good.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, hopefully we'll make it through this this podcast tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't see a problem for that.
Yeah. Also, former Garden City Councilman and past president of the Garden City Kiwanis, Mike Jones. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great, Carrie, but I'm getting better.
Good. Hey, tonight we're happy to have the opportunity to showcase another local business. It's called Angels AIDS LLC, and we have the owner and CEO, Stefany Peters, with us tonight. She'll be here shortly to explain everything about her business, what her services she provides, and much more. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. We also have Mike with the latest community events for you, and we have a number of them tonight. But first up will be Dr. Tom. He'll be here with the most current and accurate forecast for you. How about that light show last night? Holy cow. That was crazy.
Didn't sleep at all last night.
I bet you thought it was paparazzi, huh? Outside your window.
It was like a disco ball. It just did not stop.
It was terrible. Oh, I didn't sleep at all, let me tell you. Well, if you guys lost power, I hope you're back online and you're joining us tonight. Before we do get to Tom, I do want to mention real quick, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comment section or email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to get those up for you. We also want to take a quick minute to say thank you to all of you who listen and support our show every Thursday night, not only from our hometown of Garden City, but several of our surrounding communities as well. We really appreciate everyone's support, and remember, we'll continue to promote not only our community, but yours. And speaking of community, if your community organization or business has any events or announcements that you'd like to get out to our listeners, and you'd like to be featured on our show, what should they do, Mike?
They should email us, Gary.
Exactly. Email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or message us on Facebook at facebook.com/gcchat. And Mike, you'll be more than happy to pass that information along, right?
That is correct.
All right. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance and see what great things they can do for you. For more information, go to gardencitybusinessalliance.org. All right, we're going to get Tom in here now with latest check of the weather, and then we'll be spending some time chatting with Stefany Peters from Angels AIDS. So stand by. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. Well, what you got for us, my man?
Another exciting evening.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but
Cooler weather's coming, though.
Oh, geez. We'll talk about it, but we'll talk about what happened last night because, like you said, it was quite a light show for a lot of locations. There was quite a bit of lightning that developed kind of around midnight. The storm started to redevelop across the area and continued all the way through probably the early morning hours up until around sunrise. So a lot of locations got some heavy rain. We were fairly lucky here, kind of in the Garden City area, if you will, but just right outside of it for kind of western portions of Wayne County down toward the southwestern portion of the county, they seen rainfall totals that were fairly high. I mean, the largest rainfall total that I saw last night was nearly 7 inches of rain, which caused significant flooding for a lot of locations from like Canton down toward kind of Plymouth and down toward Belleville. So there was quite a bit of issues right outside of the city. We got about 1.25 inches of rain, still nothing to sneeze at, but it did not cause significant flooding as opposed to like cities that were right outside of it because the storms just lined up and set up the worst of it just south of Garden City. So we got fairly lucky here, but nevertheless, a lot of locations did not, and they've seen a lot of significant rain. As we got throughout the morning hours, it started to kind of back down, and we started to clear things back out. The sun came out during the afternoon hours, and things warmed up fairly well. And heat indices currently across a good portion of the southern state of Michigan are around 100. So we're starting to get unstable again across the area, and unfortunately, we're going to be seeing yet another round of strong to severe storms across the region, and it's already starting to get going. Right now, we are under a severe thunderstorm watch across the entire lower Michigan, and that goes all the way until probably 1 o'clock tonight. So we're going to be under the gun over the next couple hours, and we're going to continue to watch rain and storms developing. They're starting to develop from kind of Mount Pleasant down toward Grand Rapids at this time. So they are starting to develop. They are starting to become severe. So this is becoming a very evolving event very quickly. And it's really starting to tap into a lot of unstable air mass across a good portion of the state. And as we continue to evaluate these storms, as they continue to develop and move toward the area over the next couple hours, there is going to be the risk for severe weather. There is going to be a risk for damaging winds over 70 miles an hour. There is going to be significant flooding again. If places that got hit again see the rainfall totals that we're going to be seeing again with these storms moving through, there's going to be extreme amount of problems again as we get to the overnight hours. So you don't really hear me talk about the weather in such a harsh tone. Sometimes I don't like to overhype things, but unfortunately, this is going to be one of those nights where we have to start kind of upping kind of the oomph with the discussion of the weather, because it's going to be a very significant night when it comes to storms across the entire region. And the only good side of it is this system will be fairly progressive. It's not going to linger as much as it did last night, kind of with rounds of rain, just kind of riding a little bit of that frontal boundary yesterday evening. So this is just going to be a round of rain and storms moving through kind of during the late evening into the early overnight hours, and then they'll be pretty much out of here again after that 1 a.m. time period. So we'll continue to evaluate that going forward and continue to keep an eye on it. But there is going to be that risk for severe weather and flooding as we kind of get into the late evening hours. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's the biggest story of the night. Other than that, after this system moves through, we're definitely going to change the pattern up a little bit more and cool things back down and dry things back out. So after tonight, we're looking pretty good. As we get to tomorrow, we're going to start out fairly cloudy, just like today. After those storms move out, and then the sun's going to come out as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, and temperatures will probably get into the low 80s tomorrow. So definitely cooling things back down as we see kind of the system exiting and bringing in some much more cooler and drier air. And then as over the weekend, if you have any weekend plans, looks pretty good. I don't see any problems over the weekend. We're going to see temperatures into the mid to upper 70s over the weekend and dry with quite a bit of sunshine mixed in as well. So pretty good weekend on tap, getting a little bit cooler over the weekend as well. And then starting next week, we're going to see temperatures staying into kind of the mid to upper 70s for a good portion of the work week. And some locations will see kind of some cooler temperatures toward the end of the work week, with maybe some temperatures staying into the lower 70s toward the end of the work week. So not really too much of a heat wave to really speak of other than today. We haven't really gotten into that heat dome, if you will, across the central U.S. where they've seen temperatures over 100 degrees for consecutive days and weeks. But we get kind of bits and pieces of it where we can get some hot days, but it doesn't last very long. And overall, next week doesn't look too bad, as we're going to see kind of a cooler week. And we might see a little bit of rain next week. The only chance right now is going to be on Tuesday, as we're going to see kind of another system moving through the region. But for the most part, it doesn't appear that we're going to see a whole bunch of rain into next week either. So nothing too bad. Other than tonight, I am a little concerned about severe weather tonight. It's going to be a pretty big threat as we get into the next few hours. And Grand Rapids just got upgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning. So I have like multiple screens up watching the severe weather develop across the entire state. And we will keep you updated. And if you want to keep tuned to kind of all our local weather information, you can always go to DopplerTownsWeather.com, and it has an interactive radar that updates and has the warnings on top of it. And you can get all the updates there. But other than that, we're just going to be watching the severe weather develop across the state. And it's going to be a rough night again for a lot of people. So we'll keep you updated.
Well, I know you'll stay on top of it. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Probably going to be a long night for you again, eh?
Oh, it's always a long night.
How's the weather in Kansas City? Hot?
Oh my gosh. We've been dealing with triple digit heats for at least 5 days there. Indices were over 115 to 120 for a good portion of the city for the last 5 days. So yeah, it's been rough for a lot of places. The hurricanes season is really starting to get going as well. So there's just so much to talk about when it comes to weather. But right now, at least in the short term, there isn't nothing immediate with hurricanes coming into the U.S. But like it's starting to get into the busy season for a lot of stuff. So always something to talk about.
All right, we'll try to get some rest, and we'll see you next week.
We'll keep you updated, guys.
All right, thank you. Night. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. She is a newcomer to the show, Mike. Please welcome from Angels AIDS, Stefany Peters. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Carrie? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You want to introduce that good-looking guy next to you there?
This is my husband, my rock, Charles.
Hello.
How you doing, Charles?
Good.
He's the backbone.
So thanks for being here tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So tell me, what made you get into this line of work?
Well, I mean, it's quite a story, so I guess that's what I'm here for, huh?
Sure, absolutely.
I've always had a soft spot for elderly since I was young, since about 13. I knew that I started going into the elderly homes and volunteering. Through life, I didn't, take a career that was with the elderly. But as I was aging, getting to my mid-30s, I started telling myself that, not only was I aging, but I found out that I had a disability that was going to stop me from working eventually. I had to find a way to to help other people, but help myself keep moving, you know? And I wanted to do it with a passion, something that I loved to do. And so I was sitting there one day and I said, well, what do you love to do, Stefany? And I said, okay, well, elderly. But I don't want to go into the hospitals, you know, that is something
like the nursing homes and that.
No, I'll get in depth, a little more in depth into that later.
Okay.
But I also love to be outside. I love the sun. I don't like being at a desk. I knew I could not sit at a desk. It was just straight up. If Stefany's not sitting at a desk, I will not, it won't work.
Right.
So I said, what am I going to, and I put the two together. And what I did actually is it started with lawn care, and I do everything battery operated. We don't use gas, a little more eco-friendly.
Right.
Then during looking up clients for, you know, the lawn care, I came across a lady needing help, and she was an elderly lady, paraplegic. And I took care of her for 6 months. And in the course of that 6 months, I started Angel's Aids. And I started learning taking care of her and over the years, she's not the only person. Ron was one of my angels. He passed away 2 years ago. Casey, the man that I consider my father, he passed away just this May. I have another angel I take care of, has some heart issues, but this lady in particular, I saw that there were needs out there that transportation cost $300 to go to the store.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I said that's ridiculous. You know, they need to get to the store. And here I am, you know, needing to be blessed with work. And so I combined it all. And one night I sat there and I called a company and I formed an LLC and I called it Angel's Aids. And it's aiding injured and disabled seniors. That's the AIDS part of it. I know it's spelled wrong.
Okay.
We also aid everyone else. We don't just specialize with seniors. We will aid anybody. We understand that anybody could fall under hard times. And we treat the work like it's our own home, but we do it at a fraction of the cost of what others would charge per hour, because these people can't get the work done if we don't. Sure,
they're on fixed incomes, and you know, they afford what they can, right?
Yep. But you're also meeting really great souls. You know, it's not like a client. There's regular people, you know, that I mow their lawn weekly, bi-weekly, whatever they choose. But it's not just that, you know, there's organization they need help with inside. They can't lift things anymore. Maybe their garages have become overdone.
I have some pictures too that we're going to show before and after that you did.
I've tried to keep up with that. As you know, I was a little nervous to come on the show. You're the first show I've ever even put
great. You're doing fantastic.
I know I'm beat red. I know I am. I'm really nervous. I don't do this. I don't do the online talking thing. I try to keep quiet, you know, and just work, you know. And so I started up the company a year ago, and we're on our second year now. And
so Charles, you do this too then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He volunteers his time at times. We have many other workers.
Yeah. I was going to say, how do you get your volunteers? I mean,
I don't do that. He only volunteers to help me.
Okay.
You know, like he's my backbone. Like I said, my spine is disabled, and
sorry.
So we don't volunteer because I have to pay the workers, of course. Sure. You know, but the workers that we hire speaking to doing the work understand, and we tend to only, you know, like to use workers that understand that our angels are on fixed incomes. We're not here to make rich from this one house. We're here to help the person at this house.
And
that's your main concern.
Oh yeah, the smiles are incredible. The people.
I bet. You know, that's true because my wife and we used to deliver Meals on Wheels. You know what that is, to the seniors. And sometimes we're the only ones that they ever see. I mean, family don't come and see them, or they don't have family.
Yeah, that's another
Probably
thing.
the
Meals
family
on
too.
Wheels. Someone like me, Meals on Wheels isn't allowed to leave the meal outside at
Mhm.
all. It has to go inside. Go ahead. Someone like me, can caretake at a way lesser price
Mhm.
than someone who is like, I don't know. I don't really know how to word. I seem kind of, naive right now, but it's just my nurse. Anyway,
You're doing great.
a nurse has to. Okay, so I don't do hypodermics and I don't
Okay.
do medicine. I will
Okay.
remind, but I do not administer.
Mhm.
Okay, and as far as our lawns, we will not use chemicals. We don't want to kill anything.
Wow, you're
And be-
really all about the environment, which is great.
and we don't want to be responsible for anything being killed. So
Mhm.
I do the things that where the nurses have to draw their lines. In a
Mhm.
hospital, you have your very clear cut. I take over. That's where I'm taking over.
Okay. Okay.
So some of the things that we do.
Yeah. What are some of the services you provide then? And you're open 24 hours.
Yeah, I will be on call for people.
Wow.
One of the young ladies, I transport her right now. One of my transportations is to and from school
Uh-huh.
for a young lady who otherwise could not get around because Uber doesn't transport children. She would have to pay her parent. One of her parents is disabled. Her other parent works for the Smart Bus, and they are unable to, he's unable to have his wife drive. He needs his daughter to get to school every day.
Sure. Wow.
There are things like they just need to go to the store. I can do that. Most of the things that happen are the lawn care in this season, the fall cleanups, the organizations for right now. During the winter, it takes over to more meal prepping. The elderly don't get to get out as much when it's cold.
Yeah.
So we sit here and we make bulk meals, and we go to each of the angels and Tupperware it out,
Oh, wow.
And eventually,
let me put up a few pictures here. Now, this is some of the services you do, right?
yes.
Personal care.
It's not a complete, but yes, we if we know that we are able, if we know that we have the mental ability, if we know about what we're doing, we will do it. Of course, we don't know electrical. We can't do that.
Right.
I'll only go one story high as far as cutting trees and cleaning out gutters.
Okay.
There are many things. Many.
You specialize in elder care, 10 plus years.
My last angel that passed away in May, I took care of him for 10 years.
Wow.
And
you get really close, don't you?
Yeah, his name was Casey. He is on my picture on my Facebook page. That's my father.
Oh, wow.
He treated me like a father. He got me to and from where I needed to go when I wasn't on my feet. And then when he wasn't on his feet, of course, I'd bring him in and cook him his favorite meals, fish and things like that. And we'd watch picture shows. He'd call them movies.
Now, here's an example, like next to a house here. This is before, kind of overgrown. And then this is after, a little dark, but people can see.
A little shady.
Wow.
But definitely all cleaned out.
Quite a difference. This one here is pretty well overgrown.
This one was a 3-stage. We went 3 times to this one. We cleaned out this left side of the front door and brought it all the way down to what you're looking at now.
Wow.
And around the corner, we brought down about 3 trees right there on the corner. Not small; they were only saplings, but
yeah. Oh, that looks great.
We also did to the right of the door. This right here was another angel's driveway he wanted done.
Yeah,
he wanted all of those pulled out from the rocks.
Wow. Looks like they were never there.
Yeah, we don't just rip them out. We move the rocks and
get the roots. Yeah. Wow.
We very much are thorough. We pride ourselves on being thorough.
Yeah. It's really tough when they have all them stones in there too, and you're trying to get the weeds.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's before.
Definitely.
Wow, that's a big difference. Looks really nice. Yeah, good work. This is really nice here. I got like 3 of these pictures.
She wanted that Japanese maple up that way. I wanted to be known that we didn't cut it up that high. She wanted it that way.
Oh,
Typically, a
okay.
Japanese maple is going to hang over a little.
Right, they
bit.
usually, they hang over.
Yeah,
over
so
itself.
this right here was something that the angel wanted, and we did what they wanted. So
Sure. It looks like you reset those keystone blocks too, huh? Wow. Looks nice. Trimmed all the hedges up.
Yep.
Spread mulch. Very nice.
Hmm.
Wow. Looks
Yeah,
good,
I
huh?
prefer the look of the red mulch. It's one
Yeah,
of the
it
nicer
pops,
looking
don't it?
ones.
Yeah. But then you got another one with black mulch that I'm going to put up here shortly.
Yeah.
Here, like this one.
Yes.
Yep, this was one of our first. I can't pronounce Zales. It's hard to say that one. Yeah, these were very tall. Yeah. But this one was amazing when it
Look
got
at
done.
that.
This
looks
was actually
great.
another company's work. They contracted me out with them, and we went and were hired out and helped them.
That looks
So
really
they
nice.
did help us with some. We did these back there, but there was other work done on this property by another company that they deserve a shout out for.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. But see that black mulch next to that wall.
Apex. Yes.
What is it?
Apex Landscape.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, they contracted me out for this one. We also are able to be called out from other people if they need help. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, this reminds
This
me.
one here was
I may
a
need you for this.
4-hour project. This one was one of the funnest ones for me. I love this.
Really? Now, what'd you do? Did you purge a lot of that, or did you?
This
save
is
it?
my passion.
Really.
I know because my brain can see it and my brain loves it. And no, the customer asked that I only show certain photos due to
Okay.
privacy once the
Sure.
stuff returned. So
Okay.
no, everybody asked me, was it purged? No, a lot of things went to where they should have been, like out in the shed. There was
So
a shed out
basically
back. And so,
organize it.
garden tools went where they went. But for the customer's privacy, they did not want when everything was returned in to be
Organized.
to be pictured.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they did allow for the before and the empty space.
Yeah, they went.
So
live.
this
Right.
is before, and
Yeah.
I pulled all of it out, and it did
Wow.
go back in, so it didn't just get tossed. It was very much it was about 4 or 5 hour job.
Wow, that really big difference for sure.
Loved it. I loved
Yeah.
this
Look
one.
at
I
that,
loved
yeah.
this one.
Wow. Yeah, I may be calling you for my garage and workshop.
I mean, to me,
If
it's
that's
a
your
puzzle
passion,
piece.
man.
I love it.
Go at it.
Yeah, even the tools. You know how each of your little sockets and your little drill bits get moved around?
Yeah.
My brain can immediately
know where to put it and where to organize.
Oh yeah, that is one of my passions is
Wow.
the organization.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then once again,
But as far as the elderly care, that is the main thing. I am here to help them in the places that they're being overcharged an arm and a leg. I saw a niche in the system. Something was wrong with what elderly people are being taken advantage of.
oh, absolutely.
Even with the actual system of nurses and transportation and
Overcharged.
I said that there's got to be someone that can be there. And I said, okay, let's do it. I can be that person.
Well, that's awesome.
Because I had the experience. I had Ron, who actually is the person I need to give credit to for helping me get to the place in my life where I was able to get the business started, get it running, funded, and not funded from him. He died a few years ago, but as far as my life, my personal life, and Ron was one of the first people that I cared for as he was dying. He would only let me wash him.
Oh,
It's a very personal thing. He had lung cancer.
it's got to be tough. I mean, that's got to be. It takes a special person to do what you do.
I would
Being
rather see an elderly person smile one more time, play Yahtzee with them. I love Yahtzee. I love old games. Than to, I also love children. All the neighborhood kids are here.
Okay.
My kid comes here. The power went out today. He came here to chill. But I didn't go that route because I didn't think that my brain could handle, the negative side.
Yeah.
As far as the elderly, yeah, it's hard.
It does. It wears on you. Yeah.
But it's not. That's what. Yes, it does. But that's what I can't understand is that it doesn't wear on you. When I see it, I instantly need to help it.
Oh, okay.
Sometime, and I have to say, hey, do you need some help? Because I want to throw my all into it.
Yeah.
And
we need more people like that for sure. Charles, anything you want to add to this? You've been too quiet.
It's all good. I mean, we're just, it's what we do. We like helping people and seeing their smiles and watch how happy they get. And, like the transformation, like today we did a lawn, just the transformation of this lawn, once we're done, it's going to look like, wow, like it's a whole different.
Yeah, that makes you feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, and then, when people add us and they're like, hey, that quote, like for instance, you'll be like, okay, well, next week we don't really have much, and then by like Friday you get a whole week worth of work again because people are calling saying, hey,
Yeah.
So
so how do you advertise? Is it more word of mouth or social media or
any and every way I can? I was not a social media, talker advertiser. I started the website in March. Since then, it's blown up to, I think, 147 followers. Word of mouth, I started with postcards and business cards. When I was doing a lawn, I would ask my son for his chore for the day to promote and walk up the street and leave the postcards. I got an elderly man I was helping out of bed for about a couple weeks after he broke his knee from falling. And so I was there every morning to make sure he could stand up straight and to empty his urostomy bag. And
oh wow.
Then he didn't need me anymore, but I mowed the lawn across the street. And so it just rolls. He met a church lady and gave her a card. But before you knew it, we did a whole backyard,
That's awesome.
I put up my postcard at the hardware stores.
Our car is detailed with the angels.
I did vinyl on the back of my car. It looks a little, cartoony right now, but I'm okay. We're doing great. We're doing what we can handle. Before you know it, like he said, we got 1-2 weeks and
it snowballs. I got a comment here. My wife. Yes, when my mom needed home care, it was very difficult, but we were lucky to have a friend who was a retired nurse, and she came to mom's home for 10 or 15 hours a week. There is such a need, and that's true. There is, isn't there?
Yes, I want a lot of people to know that they can do what I do. They can contact through Senior Alliance. They can contact companies like Advanced Care, Excelicare, and they just fill out the applications. And those companies will then contact the people and send them to all the people locally, and they can accept the job or not, and take on whatever amount of hours they can. And
Pastor Combs says, Stephanie, what a great ministry. Let me know how TAP program, Together Against Poverty program, can help. I'm at the Downriver United Methodist Church in Taylor. Let's connect. Maybe I can help Pastor John.
Thank you. We appreciate that so much. I'll get a hold of you.
Awesome. Also, I wanted to ask you, Mike and I both are commissioners on the Commission on Aging in Garden City.
I thought that might have been you. I when I saw one post go up, I saw the other. So
yes.
I said, maybe that's him.
I was wondering, would you be available for our next meeting to come to at the Radcliffe Center on September 13th at 9 a.m.?
I would love to be there. And if my schedule is free on that day, I'm going to be there.
Okay, awesome. Because we can introduce you to Danielle. She is the senior coordinator. And they're always looking for people to help our seniors. And I think you guys would fit in great.
That would be really nice. We'd really appreciate that. Thank
you.
All
right, I will email you and send you, the information and where we're at
and
all that, the date and time. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Let's see if we got anybody else. I do want to mention a few people in there that are watching. We have Cindy Smith, Terry Krausen, Steven Sellex, Patty Fix. Hi, Patty. Hannah Simonson is in there. Let's see. We have retired Garden City Fire Chief Kathy Harmon is in there. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. How's retirement? John Murray is in there. He is in there. Mrs. Chat's in there, my wife.
Hi, everyone. It's really nice to be with you today. Thank you.
Kathy Ward as well is in there. That's our number one fan. Yeah, we got quite a few people in there watching tonight. That's great. You know, and
my face just got 10 times redder.
Hopefully you're going to get some business out of this. I know there's probably some people out there that know someone, or maybe they even need help themselves, you know, and they'll contact you there. Everything's up on the screen, your email and phone number.
Thank you. We'd love to do whatever we can to get together and work and help, you know.
Let me ask you guys this. You work out of Westland, but how far will you go?
That's going to depend, you know, on the job.
Mm-hmm.
We do all of the local areas that you can think of: Taylor, Dearborn Heights, you know, Belleville, Romulus. We'll go around most of that area. To go any further is going to be, you know, it's going to take a landscaping job, something that's, you know, you know,
wild, exactly. Well, I get
it depends on the need of the Angel and our ability to go that far and not have it, you know, potentially be, you know. Sure.
I get it. Well, look, anything else that you wanted to cover before we let you go?
No, I just want to say that we are open to working with everyone. We do understand that everybody's budget's different. You know, a lot of people have, you know, either just their retirement, just their disability. It doesn't change. They get nothing more in. They have other bills. Those bills have fluctuated so high. We know we pay those same bills. So we work with them.
Okay.
So please don't be afraid to just talk to us and say, you know, this is my need and this is what I got. Can you, you know, can you help? Please let me, you know, just.
You'll work with them.
You know, just.
And without getting too personal, you said you had a spinal disability. Well, I feel you because I have ankylosing spondylitis. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I know I have spondylolithosis, and you said something close to it. Is it your vertebrae?
Yeah, it's my whole spine is calcified, and I'm hunched over. And then in April, on top of that, I broke my neck. So,
which one? Around C6?
C6 and C7 and T1. Yeah.
So your arms are being affected too.
Yeah, no, not too bad. I was very lucky. The calcification actually saved me probably from being paralysis. It wasn't a clear break.
God works in mysterious ways. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. So, I feel you. I know where you're coming from when you have back issues. It's a problem.
But you got to keep moving. You know, people are like, "Why are you doing this with the disability?" And the point is that you have to keep moving.
Yeah, and please do, because you're young enough, and I'm too old now. But I can't do what I used to do. But I limit myself, and I do what I can. You know. So, but anyway,
I go as far as I can. I let the workers take over for the rest.
There you go. Delegate, right? Delegate.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really blessed that, you know, the workers that come along, they're very helpful, intuitive.
That's good. Good.
They get to, a lot of them actually. I like to go onto Facebook, and if you look at the Garden City site and other sites, you do find a lot of young men and women looking for help. And I answer those ads. I say Angels Aids is always looking for a helper. And, you know, some of them follow through and are actual serious people. And some people are just flyby, wanted quick money or something I couldn't help them with. But I'm reaching out to the community, and there are other people trying to start their own little businesses. You know, today I had a helper that is online right now, Dom's Landscape. He helped me today. He did a great job. And he's also advertising, asking for help, you know, if anybody needs lawns done. So I'm reaching out, helping them to get also with the community while I am.
Yeah.
That is
Well,
one
it's
of
great
the
to
things I'm
support
trying
one
to do.
another. You know, we're big advocates for supporting small business. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
What do you have? Any questions?
Now, they
He's
fulfill a real niche, a real need.
Yep. It's a real niche for sure.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
And
It's very
I think you'll fit in great at the senior center over there. Let me tell you, I'll
Yeah.
introduce you, and it goes from there. Hopefully, it takes off. Let
Do
me
they
ask
ever
you-
play bingo? Do I get to play bingo once in a while?
Sure, you can
Sure.
play all that stuff. Have you been to the Radcliffe Center yet?
I have only been to the outside of it to do
Oh.
an exchange of
You won't believe it. It's really nice inside. They have game rooms and everything. It's awesome.
I'm looking
Well, yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah. So anyway,
One of my angels goes up to the VA center on Wayne Road,
oh, okay.
but they don't let anybody but seniors in there. So we
Oh.
wanted to go and do Zumba together. As one of my angels is does a lot of companionship.
Okay.
He is just, he wants to go and do these workouts. We do the lawn. We'll do the lawn. You know what I mean? Go through his paperwork. There's all sorts of needs, like you said, that each person is completely different. You never know.
Now, let me ask you one other question before I let you go. What about winter? Do you shovel snow? Do you do that, or?
We will, if it's a small driveway, like a
sidewalk.
homestead. If it's something that's a larger lot, I would recommend that they call a professional that plows.
Okay.
But someone that just needs, for their own disability issue, somebody to come and hurry up and shovel the sidewalk to their car.
Right.
And, things like that, so that their wheelchairs, their walkers, their canes, they don't slip, apply the ice. We are
Salt
totally
it.
down.
Yeah.
We're in any time the storm hits. So if it hits at 8 and you want me to come and put down salt, give me a call.
Wow. Awesome. That's great.
And just salt, if it's local, you don't have to ask me to, I don't have to do all of it. If it's just salt you want down, just to make sure that in the next morning you have an appointment and it's shoveled, give me a call.
Okay.
One time, I'm cool with that.
Well, that sounds great. You keep up what you're doing. You guys are doing great. I appreciate
you talking me into coming on the show. I was super nervous.
I didn't have to twist your arm too bad, did I?
No, you just said it's okay. We're laid back. We'll talk. I said, just give me a little time. Just give me some time.
Yeah. Hey, anytime you want to come back, we have an open door policy here. And I'm going to be opening up the studio again pretty soon here. You can come right to the house. I got a studio here, and we'll shoot the breeze.
All right. We'd love that. Have us back in another few months. See how many pictures and stuff we can.
Once again,
we can help.
Once again, contact Stefany at 248-818-5334, or you can email her at angelsaids33@yahoo.com. Thanks again, you guys, for coming on. Have a great evening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Night. All right. Boy, what they do, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a real niche for that. She did great, too, by the way. I know she was nervous, but she did very, very, very good. All right. Fawn Salvador has joined us, too. Hi, Fawn. How are you? I was hoping to see you after seeing you at Music in the Park. Thank you, Mrs. Chat. Great information, she says. Yeah, for sure. We'll introduce her at the senior center, eh?
Right. There may be a number of people that can take advantage of some of the services she does.
I'm sure. Yeah. All right. Moving on. The next city council meeting is going to be September 11th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middlebelt Road. These meetings are a good way for you to get involved and also voice any concerns that you may have as well. So hope to see you there. You can also watch it on YouTube at GCTV. All right, Mike, are you ready to do the community events and announcements?
I'm ready, Gary.
All right. Let's get you up.
Introduce me.
All right. All right. We're going to add this to the stream and get you going.
Well, the day
Okay, it's time for
You make me
community
cry.
announcement.
You say you're gonna
Mike in
leave.
here. Mike,
You know it's a
away.
lie, 'cause be the day when I die.
All right. Hey, they may have to get you at the next Music in the Park.
Right.
All right, here we
I don't
go.
think they're that desperate.
We got a few old ones and a few new ones coming.
Okay. This is one of our old ones. Wayne County Veteran Services, every Tuesday and Thursday at the Radcliffe Center from 8:30 to 4:30. Please call Wayne County to make an appointment, 313-506-0302. And the American Legion Department of Veteran Affairs every Thursday from 9 to 3. Don't face the U.S. alone. Speak with a Veteran Services officer to see about your veterans benefits. You can call 313-964-8 or 6480 or 517-243. What is that? 5991.
Yep. Yeah, this is so fantastic. They don't have to go downtown anymore. So
Right. Okay, the Notary Babe is mobile notary services. They'll travel to medical facilities, institutes, and what is that?
in-home or office,
Yeah,
emergency rooms,
yeah. You can contact her at 734-469-8821.
8821.
Was that 86?
8821.
8821.
Yeah. She wasn't in there tonight. I'm surprised. I haven't heard from
Yeah.
her.
Straight Farmhouse. Museum hours are Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 to 3. You can contact them at 734-838-0650 or find them on Facebook at GC Straight Farmhouse. They got a big event coming up on, Labor Day, Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, next month. Yep. We'll be advertising that coming up. Big event.
Senior Fitness Club at the Radcliffe Center. You can join now. 3-month membership is $25. 12-month is $70. Drop-in is $3. For more information, call 734-793-1870. You need to be 50 or over. Dennis, the carpet cleaner.
Yep.
It's tiling, grout, upholstery, auto, floods, and carpet. Call him at 734-299-6496. The computer lab is now open at the Radcliffe Center. Mondays from 9 to 2, Fridays from 2 to 7. They've got all new computers and stuff in there. It's a beautiful lab.
Beautiful. I think we heard at our last meeting they're not using that as much as they should.
No, it's an underused facility
Free
right
access.
now.
Yeah, free. It's beautiful in there.
Now open in Garden City, the Egyptian Kitchen. It's Egyptian and Mediterranean food, dine-in and carry-out services. The Garden City location is 301124 Ford Road, 734-237-4227. Westland locations on 2717 Wayne Road.
Yep.
Garden City Senior Center's Barbecue in the Park. Tickets are $12. Tickets go on sale. They're already on sale.
Yeah.
Music, games, and food. Your choice of jumbo hot dogs, brat, or holy sausage, chips, and a drink and a dessert. It's going to be on August 25th from 12 to 3 in the Garden City Park main pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
Nerf Wars, Saturday, August 26th, ages 7 to 12 at the Radcliffe Center from 11 a.m. or at 11 a.m. Cost is $10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Household Hazardous Waste Collection. Taking place at Westland Shopping Center. They
Get there early.
Yeah, it's August 26th from 8:30 to 1. And you do want to not wait till 12 or 1 to get in line because you'll be halfway down Wayne Road by that time.
Yep. That's for sure.
Okay, Cruisin' Hines,
This Sunday.
August 27th, 2023. That's this Sunday.
Sherry Lynn Bowers joined us. How you doing, Sherry? Good to see you. Been a little while. Thanks for joining us.
Please join us at the Garden City Senior Center for Senior Lunch and Fun, 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. September 8th menu is Jimmy John sandwiches, chips, and dessert. October 13th menu is hot dogs, hamburgers, baked beans, cider, and dessert. And then November 3rd menu is a Thanksgiving style lunch. It's $10. Have a catered lunch and fun activities.
Making me hungry.
Okay. Garden City Parks and Recreation and Woodshop Skate Shop is sponsoring a skateboard competition on September 9th from 12 to 4 at the Garden City Skate Park. It's a free event. You can sign up now.
Yep.
Fall open house, Maker's Market. Come see all the new fall and Halloween products that our crafters have been busy making. We'll have donuts and cider for you to enjoy while you shop. They're located at 31832 West Michigan Avenue in Wayne. Neighborhood Watch. Next meeting is September 12th at the Police Department, 7 a.m. Share this information with your neighbors. Simple Crocheting at the Radcliffe Center. Was that a 3-week session, $30 on Thursday evenings? We're kind of tied up Thursday evenings. I guess we're going to have to miss that crocheting, Gary.
Well, it's from 6 to 7, so if
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they can make it home real quick to catch it.
Yeah. Wildlife Safari
is back.
The Animal Guy, September 12th, my wife's birthday. September 23rd.
I'm the 9th.
Yeah. Radcliffe Center. It's for all ages, $7 for adults, $7 for child, $5 for siblings. Space is limited, so register now. Kids Dodgeball, Wednesdays, September 13th through November 1st from 6 to 7. Ages 7 to 11, $30.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Computer Basics, an introduction to computer navigation. So $15 for ages 14 and over. It's on Wednesday, September 13th through the 27th from 6 to 7 at the Radcliffe Center.
Yeah, it'd be good for the seniors, who are intimidated by the computer to begin with.
Yeah.
To show them the basics, That's good.
Inside Flea Market at $1 admission, September 15th and 16th. Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Berwyn Senior Recreation Center in Dearborn Heights. It's at 26155 Richardson. You can become a vendor by calling 313-791-3550. Westland Historical Society fundraiser, a trolley tour. 857 North Wayne Road, Saturday, 9 to 12:30 p.m. on the 16th for $35.
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool, don't it?
Yeah. I have other commitments on Saturdays in the fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
me too. Yeah, I've already paid for the tickets. I'm gonna be at those games if I possibly can make it.
Right.
Okay, 2023 Lucky Squirrel. There's one left.
Yep.
It's on September 16th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There'll be outdoor flea market, craft and vendor event, over 150 vendors, arts, crafts, antiques, and more. Kiwanis will have a booth there for that one.
Okay.
It's on the northeast corner of Ford Millville. Okay, right. Westland Craft Beer and Wine Festival, Saturday, September 16th from 5 to 10. Over 150 craft beers and wines, live music, food trucks, and cornhole playing.
Wow. For all you beer and wine connoisseurs, you're going to want to make that.
Yeah. Kid to Kid sale, Saturday, September 16th from 9 to 10. The Radcliffe Center, $10 for a table, $5 additional tables. Free to shop, so
Free to shop. Here's the bingo. If
yeah.
if
Bingo with the Rec, $5. Garden City Senior Center presents Bingo with
there's
the
your
Rec.
dates.
September 10th,
Yeah.
October 2nd.
September 18th.
Yeah, September 18th, October 2nd,
Yeah.
October 16th, November 6th,
Yep.
November 20th, December 4th, and December 10th, 10 o'clock p.m. at the Radcliffe Center.
Right.
Okay, a car and vendor show. You can do some holiday shopping. Saturday, October 14th. It's $1 admission. You'll be entered in a raffle. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Berwyn Senior Recreation Center in Dearborn Heights. Table rentals, call 313-791-3550. Tables are $25.
Hard to believe we're talking about the holidays already, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Save the date. Downtown Garden City's 2023 Chili Cook-Off Hot Rod and Motorcycle Show. Saturday, October 14th from 12 to 5. Hot chili, cold beer, live music, hot rods, motorcycles, vendors, and more. Halloween Craft Vendor Show from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Located outside of Notre Dame Hall. There'll be food, vendors. What is that?
Photoshop,
music.
Yeah. Saturday, October, what is that? 21st. Cool. And that, my friend, is all I have. What do you got? Anything in the marketplace?
Yeah, I got St. Thomas is having their family festival.
Yeah, that's coming up.
From September 15th to 17th.
Right.
They're located at 31530 Beechwood Street. There's going to be spaghetti dinners, pork chop dinners, Polish dinners, outdoor food booths, crafts, music, bake sale, unique crafts, a doll booth, a jewelry booth, a bottle of cheer booth, custom car show, bingo, 50-50 drawings, Vegas games, Texas Hold'em, a $2 donation entry fee for that. Theme baskets and other raffles, a grand prize drawing, music buy, Motor City Soul, Fast Eddie Band, Cosmic Grove, the Kielbasa Kings and Polish Band, and the weekend comeback. Carnival rides for all ages. So that's a huge event.
Weekend comebacks playing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's who played at the Mother's Day Tea and I think they were the second band at Music in the Park this year.
Okay, what else have we got here?
We have Jerry Thorne in there watching. Hi from the Party Animals in Alaska. Wow. Very cool. Say hi to all the animals there, Jerry. Party Animal Travel. He'll take care of all your travel needs. Awesome.
Okay, a community-wide summer fun day and party. Oh, that's over with. Forget that one.
Chief Harmon says retirement is wonderful. Had a vacation, had a rather terrifying medical emergency, came home. Oh, yeah, we heard. I hope Marty's doing well and you're doing well.
Speaking of medical emergencies, anybody have an update on Owen?
No, I have not seen an update on Owen, but please keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
If you haven't got a wristband, go ahead and get one. I got one already.
Rosie, the Straight Farmhouse, we mentioned it in passing, is having a Rosie the Riveter garden dedication and dinner on September 4th.
Right. That's going to be big. It's going to be a 1940 style dinner, I understand.
Can't hardly beat that.
Christine Harvey's in there. How you doing, Christine? She says hello. Good to see you. For those that joined us late, our guest was Stefany Peters. She is with Angels AIDS LLC. You're going to want to listen to her story. She does some great things for seniors and disabled. And if you can use her, I will mention how you can contact her towards the end of the show.
And we're going to try to get her as a Commission on Aging meeting and
Right.
get her tied in with Danielle,
Exactly.
because there's
Jerry says the Owen Party Animal fundraiser at
Genetti's
Yeah, that's right.
is sold out. Over 100 people.
Wow, that's
Thank
great,
you.
Jerry. That's fantastic. Yeah, they're having, I think, a bowling fundraiser, or they had one already. And all right, you all set?
I'm all set.
All right. Well, Mike, we're always looking for guests to come on the show if you're interested, or you know someone that might be interested. We'd love to hear from them. It's very easy. Just email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook. It doesn't matter what community you live in. We want to hear from you. We are doing the shows remotely for now. I'm going to be opening up the studio soon. And me and Mike will be here.
That.
Yep. Come on the show and share your information with us and the surrounding communities. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you. And with that said, Mike, I think we are ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast. I did have some announcements from Commission on Aging, but that we've already talked about before. But
okay,
the Open Computer Lab,
right?
We mentioned that.
Yeah.
Cornwall's Turkeyville Lunch and
Turkey.
Theater on November 10th.
Right.
$55. Tickets go on sale in September.
Mm-hmm.
The annual Christmas party, December 15th.
Yeah, that's always big.
Center. You and I'll probably be there.
Yep.
12 to 2. Music, catered lunch. 50-50 raffle tickets are $20. Tickets go on sale November 6th. And Trivia Wednesdays hosted by Digital Mix Entertainment at the Radcliffe Center, September 27th, November 22nd, and January 24th at 1 o'clock, $10 per person.
Okay. Sounds
now
good.
We can call this a podcast.
Hey, we want to thank our special guest, Stefany Peters from Angels AIDS LLC. She provides several services for the elderly and disabled. So if you have a friend or family member that could use her services, you can contact her at 248-818-5334. Give her a call. She's doing some great work there. Also, a big thanks to my fantastic co-host, meteorologist Dr. Tom Iwinski, and Mike Jones. Great job as always. Any final thoughts before we go?
No, it's just everybody should get their vaccinations this fall so we don't go through more.
We don't want any more
epidemics here.
Exactly. Also, a huge thank you to each and every one of you for sharing part of your time with us tonight. Your support over the past 13 plus years has been greatly appreciated. Don't forget, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook. So we hope you'll catch it later at your convenience. Like I said, especially if you tuned in late tonight, by going to facebook.com/GCChat. And feel free to share the show with your friends as well. Also, catch us over on our YouTube channel. Just search for Garden City Community Chat. You'll find not only this show, but all of our past shows as well. Click on the live tab and please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button. We'd appreciate that as well. And as always, at the end of our shows, we want to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Also, like we mentioned before, keep the Gibbons family and Owen in your thoughts. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please support your local businesses, and please don't hesitate. Vaccinate. They're very important, especially your flu shots, and that protect you and others. And Mike, if you see something,
Say something.
say something. Exactly. For all our weather information, be sure to head on over to DopplerTimesWeather.com. It's got a great user-friendly website over there. We will see, let's see. We hope to see you next week. We hope you enjoyed the show as well. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to contact us here at the chat for any reason, any one of us, once again, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we would love to hear from you. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of, and we'll see you next week, August 31st already. Oof. Wow. Where'd the year go, eh?
Starting a football season. Yeah.
We'll be live right here on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks again for watching and all the comments. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe tonight. Watch those storms, eyes to the sky. Go on Doppler Tom's website to keep up to date. You guys have a great night. Thanks again. Take care.
Right.